You've done it. You have decluttered. Congratulations. Your space now really feels amazing. But then you open the door to the spare room and you see it. The mountain of stuff you've cleared out. The piles of clothes, the old gadget and the stacks of books. And suddenly, the joy is gone and it's replaced by one crushing question. What on earth should I do with all of it? If you ever felt that post-decluttering panic, you're not alone. And the answer isn't just in the trash can. That panic is exactly why I made this video. We are going to tackle how to get rid of your unwanted items smartly and sustainably, and also with a little German efficiency. It's tempting to just toss it all, but that often leads to what I call disposal guilt. The nagging feeling you're wasting perfectly good things. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear plan for everything. You'll be freeing up space while helping your wallet, the planet, and other people. First up, the classic, clothes. We all have closets full of things that no longer fit or suit our style. So, what are your options? Option 1 is sell. For items in great shapes, online platforms are your best bet. In Germany, the top choice is Vinted, which is also popular in the US. But also there are other platforms like Poshmark or Depop. For brand name items, this can be actually quite profitable. And a pro tip, good photos are key here. Use natural light against a plain background and also be honest about flaws. And also, if you're wearing the clothes yourself, it can really help the buyers decide. But I totally understand that if that sounds like too much work, try a resale service that handles the process for you. In the US, platforms like ThredUp offer cleanup kits where accepted items are resold on your behalf. In Germany, we have similar services include Momox or Sellpy. You will earn way less money, but you save a ton of time because you just hand the items off and they're gone. Option 2 again is donate. To create space and do good, donating is perfect. In the US, look for reputable places like Goodwill or Salvation Army. In Germany, you find collection bins from German Red Cross, which means Deutsches Rotes Kreuz, or those certified by Verwertung to ensure your clothes are actually handled well. You can also drop items in a local thrift store, often called Sozialkaufhaus in Germany, and they're run by charities like Caritas. It's always smart to call ahead to make sure they actually have this space. The third option is to then dispose. For anything too torn, stained, or worn out for donation, it's time to dispose it properly. Small amounts can go in your regular household trash. Larger quantities should go to a local recycling center or like a Wertstoffhof in Germany, where the fibers are often turned into things like insulation or cleaning racks. Alright, next up, books, movies, and music. Don't just toss them in the paper bin. Option 1 again is sell. Buyback apps are the easiest way to get cash for media. In the US, there are several online media resellers and they operate on a barcode scan and a fixed price model, similar to buyback apps. In Germany, the go-to platform are also Momox or Rebuy. You simply scan the barcode with an app and you get an instant price. And a pro tip again, compare buyback prices. Scan your items on a few different apps as they offers change daily and also they vary between the platform. Option 2 in this case is swap and gift. My favorite option is sharing. In the US, look for a little free library. A German equivalent would be the öffentlicher Bücherschrank, which you can find almost every city. It's a great way to leave a book and actually take a new one. Local libraries and schools might also accept donations, especially of children's books in good condition. And then again, option 3, dispose. For items beyond saving, tattered books go in paper recycling. Just remove any plastic covers first. CDs and DVDs again belong at a recycling center. And remember to put a few deep scratches on a disc when sensitive data to make them unreadable. Chapter 3, electronics. Now, for e-waste like old phones, broken toasters, and retired laptops. This stuff is a huge environmental issue, but Germany's clear rules offer a great model for what to do. Option 1, again, you know it, sell. If your devices still work, sell them. Use local online marketplaces like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp in the US, or Germany's undisputed king, Kleinanzeigen. For a faster sale and with actually less hassle, use a tech buyback service like with the books, and in the US you have Gazelle or in Germany you have Rebuy. Option 2, donate. Working tech can be actually a game changer for non-profit. Look for organizations that specialize in tech donations like the National Christina Foundation in the US. In Germany, try local community centers. Always call first to see what they actually need. Don't just drop by. And then option 3 again, free return and recycling. Germany has a fantastic law, the Electro-G, which requires retailers to take back old electronics, either when you buy a new device or for small electronics, even without a purchase. In the US, there's no federal law like this, but major retailers like Best Buy and also Staples, they often offer take-back programs voluntarily. And of course, there is your municipal recycling center. It's always a free and correct option for all e-waste. Okay, we handled those. But what about the big stuff? An old sofa or a bulky wardrobe can feel like the final boss of decluttering. The first option again is sell it or gift it. Local marketplaces are your best friend here. Use Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or Germany's Kleinanzeigen. Be sure to include good photos, accurate measurements, and the magic words for pickup only. For a really fast solution, list it for free or post it in a local Buy Nothing group on Facebook. You would be amazed how fast these things go off your grass. Option 2, also you can donate it. Charities often desperately need good furniture. In the US, there are organizations like Habitat for Humanity Restores or the Salvation Army, and they will actually frequently offer a free pickup service. In Germany, look for a Sozialkaufhaus from charities like Diakonie or AWO, and they actually offer also a furniture pickup. Just search online for charity furniture pickup in your city. And another pro tip, a quick note on the for free box on the street. This can be actually considered illegal waste disposal in some areas. To be safe, keep the box on your property. Only put it out in good weather and bring any leftover things back inside at night immediately. And finally, what about all the other random stuff? The single sock, the broken blender, the half-used can of paint. The first option you have is repair it. Before you toss a broken appliance, look for a repair cafe. These are free, volunteer-run meetups where people help you fix your things. It's amazing, I've been there. You save an item from the landfill and might even learn a new skill. Just search online for a repair cafe near you. Option number 2 is then the correct disposal. For everything that truly can't be saved, the recycling center is your go-to. Just have in mind, rules vary by location, so check your local sanitation department's website, but you generally need to sort items by: first, bulky waste, anything that doesn't fit in your bin. Second, hazardous waste, things like paints, harsh cleaners, or lacquers. Third, batteries. Batteries must always be disposed separately, usually at a collection point where they are sold. Energy-saving bulbs and LEDs. And they also belong at a designated drop-off point due to their components. So there you have it, your battle plan for post-decluttering. The trick is to think in 4 pathways as you sort. Sell, donate, gift, or recycle correctly. By choosing the right one, you get rid of the clutter and the guilt, giving your old things a new purpose. And now I want to hear from you. Which category is your biggest headache? And also, do you have a secret tip I missed maybe? Drop it in the comments below. Let's help each other out. So, I hope that this guide helps you finish your decluttering project and you're going to feel great about where everything is going. If you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on living a simpler life. Thank you for watching this. I'll see you in the next one.